Yeah, it's that time, Welcome to the Couchdoodles show.
With Gummy and also our helper, Airbow.
Yeah, you're in the wide camera. You're in the wide right now. You're not on that camera, you're on that one way back there.
Do they see me?
Oh yeah, they see you.
How?
They see you because of magic, man. You want some help? What do you got there?
Gummy.
You got gummies.
Here.
Haribo gummy snakes? What's your favorite one?
Red and blue.
That's my least favorite one. That's awesome. I like the green and yellow one.
That's my least favorite.
That's good. That means you get more of the other one and I get more of those. That's how it works. That's the universe balancing itself out.
So.
What's happening tomorrow?
My birthday!
How old are you being? Here.
There's lots of red and blue.
I know. You got some cup of noodles. Did you eat all your dinner? Yeah. What did you have? Tell them. Look at the camera right there and tell them what you had.
Cup of noodle, body bean.
You're out of control. I don't have the. There is a. Let's see which one of these is which. That can come out. I'm gonna power the other YouTube, the one where I can see your comments, because right now I don't have anything up. I've got the iPad over here charging, but I can't run YouTube on it and then draw on it. And by the way, speaking of drawing, today's word of the day is
Penguin.
it's sling.
Sling?
Sling, yeah. So there's different ways you can interpret it. It could be like David and Goliath and the sling that throws a rock. Sling, like the thing you keep your arm in when you break it. Sling, like you're slinging rocks on the corner. Sling. So today we went, where do we go today?
What is it called again? The Georgia Aquarium.
What did we see at the Georgia Aquarium?
Penguin.
Yeah.
My favorite animal.
They got to see penguins. They have this really cool thing where you crawl through this tunnel and they have this sort of, what would you call that? It's like almost like a tube, like a periscope, except...
No, let me tell you what it's called.
What is it called?
Poopity scoop, poopity whoop, poopity doop.
Anyway, it's this sort of clear tube where you can stand up and be in the middle of the penguin habitat. So he got to do that with Mom.
Hey, that's why they could see me, because that one's filming.
That's right. That's the wide angle one. Here, you want to see what it looks like?
Yeah.
See this? That's what that camera sees way far away. And then this one that's closer sees closer. See? Way out there, you're waving, and way out here. And one of the things that you guys might find interesting is just how light, distance and light will affect. So the further away your camera is, the more light you need. So you need to understand that when you're videoing something. Here, I'll help you, bud.
I opened it.
You got it?
I'm having
You guys
all.
give me a beat. I'm going to get this other iPad up and running so I can... See
Presenting
you
Haribo gummy snakes. Coming down the hill.
we
coming
had,
down the hill, came in. Sick.
All right. Yeah, we'd ordered out because we'd gone to the aquarium, and we went to a place. I want to tell you about this place. First off,
It was like breakfast for lunch.
it was like brunch, right?
And also, they had this like cake waffle.
Pick it up. Ew.
Oh.
You just got gummy all over my leather chair, bro. It's okay. Go get some tissue out of the bathroom. Okay. Anyway, we don't know downtown Atlanta that well, at least in that area of the aquarium. And last time we had gone, there was a seafood place that we'd liked, but we couldn't find that place. I don't know if it was out of business or what. It looked like construction was over that way. My wife was sweating a little bit where we would be getting food, because we decided to go around lunchtime. And we saw this place right next to the parking lot called Suit Food Lounge, or Sweet Food Lounge. Sweet, right? Not suit, sweet. But not spelled sweet like taste bud sweet, but like sweet, like a place you would go in a hotel. Here's our finest sweet. Sweet Food Lounge. So we go in there. It's kind of crazy because there's like a bar area, a hookah area, and then there's breakfast, and it's called Get Brunched, is what they call the Saturday and Sunday thing. And they offer chicken and waffles, red velvet chicken and waffles, fish and grits, steak and eggs, fried lobster cakes, and a seafood omelet. I opted for the red velvet waffles, so did this man right here. And they have beer too, so you're getting 4 chicken wings, 4 big red velvet cake waffles, drizzled in the don't move that camera, boy. You move that camera, I'm gonna have to reset it. That would be a pain in the ass, right? Mm-hmm. Anyhow, it was quite tasty, incredible value. Here I am giving out endorsements again. Because if I like something, I'm going to tell you guys about it. That's how it works. So I like that place. And if you're ever in Atlanta or in the Atlanta area, anybody that's here in the South, it's worth a stop. It's literally across the street from the Georgia Aquarium's parking lot. Let's turn this on. See who's in the building, because we're flying blind right now. So we get that going. Harrison, what do you hope you get for your birthday? What are you wanting for your birthday?
A real life penguin.
How long have you wanted a real life penguin?
Since I was about 3. I'm at 1.
Well, I remember since you could talk. You were about 2 when you said you love penguins. That's like the one constant with Harrison is he goes.
Why your Yo Gabba Gabba?
Yo Gabba Gabba's on there because we put it on for your sister. We got 13 people in the house right now. I want to thank you for joining us. Here we are. What up, Chauncey, Star-Lord, what's happening? Michael Green, Andre. Hey, they're saying happy birthday to you, buddy. Mike Milton, the one who hooked you up with that Joker and Batman, the Joker helicopter. You can look at the camera and say something to him.
Me.
Yeah. Oh, Matt Yackey says, happy birthday, Larry. What up,
Me.
D? How are you guys? Happy Saturday to you. Don't eat too many of those, big guy. Okay?
I'm doing it right.
But we were almost late because, like I said, we ordered in, and the pizza said they would take an hour, which would have had the pizza here at 8:15, and it didn't get here till 8:45. I myself had salmon salad and ate it so fast.
And also,
yeah.
and presenting.
What up, Drawn Sword? Welcome, Jason Bascom. Have you watched Penguins of Madagascar yet? No, he hasn't seen that. We're gonna have to watch it. We've seen a bunch of other ones. What was that anime that you got? The one with the girl, and he kept staring at her. And he grabbed the guy.
And he was like.
Yeah. Okay. I forget the name of it, but it's a family movie. It's Japanese.
And this is a funny part.
We gotta look at the camera. Don't tell me. Come back. Come over here. Yeah. Come over here and you tell them.
Part. They said, "Oh, I didn't know they sell booby cakes here." You know, boo.
Right. Okay. So it's a family movie, and it's distributed as a family movie, and it's very charming. It's about these penguins coming to town, and this boy. But all of a sudden, he has this tutor, babysitter, sort of older girl in his life, and he decides he's gonna stare at her chest. This is in the cartoon, and then she catches him. And then later on, he and his friends are looking for penguins because they're in an area that's not supposed to have penguins. And they stop by a bakery, and they see some cakes that look like breasts, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they say,
"Oh, I didn't know they sell booby cakes here."
"Oh, I didn't know they sold booby cakes here." So we were a little thrown back. I mean, like I said, it's a charming movie, but they sprinkled these sort of like innuendo-filled things in the movie, and it made me sort of think about how a lot of our taboos might be cultural. I know we had talked about the Batgirl doing the hand gesture and all that, and I had seen another post on Facebook regarding it, and I saw some people going back and forth, and the one guy, I forget where he was from, it was either Spain or Italy, but he said, do you not have sex education in America? And the guy's like, what does that have to do with it? And then one guy chimed in, he goes, you gotta understand, to Americas, this is hinting at a PORN,
What
you know?
are you talking about, Dad?
I'm talking about this Batwoman picture. So anyway, code, he can't spell yet. So anyhow, that said, it's interesting that other countries found it completely non-offensive, and here's this cartoon about penguins that has strong innuendo in it, but it's done in a charming way, and it's sold as a family film. It was just really kind of odd. So thinking about
Someone gave us a like.
yeah, that's very kind of them to do that. I just want to say a couple of pieces of good news. People in the boom room, Couchdoodles. We hit 1,000. We hit 1,000 minutes, and then having some of Mike's troops come over and hang out got us to almost 1,200. So last night was a very strong show as far as getting minutes in. Don't push down so hard on my head, buddy. Remember, I go to the chiropractor. This is okay. All right. What up, Tony Joseph? How are you, sir?
Who made this?
G Food. Let's see. What up, XYZ? What up, Shark Draws?
Hey, XYZ is how it goes in the alphabet.
That does. What does XYZ stand for, XYZ? Because he noticed that XYZ is in the alphabet. Today we're having this guy here. His name is Harrison Danger. His middle name is Danger. Danger is his middle name. I cannot take credit for that. His mom came up with it. I gave Lily Bell her middle name of B. Mom said, what if his middle name was Danger? And I laughed, and I said, good one. And she said, I'm serious. Then he could say Danger is my middle name. And so it stuck. So this is Harrison Danger. Danger was born...
And also Harrison Penguin for sure.
Yeah, he was born 5 weeks early, and he was very small. He's barely 5 pounds. And that was going to be 6 years ago tomorrow. So this is his last very last day
of 5.
That's right. I told him your enchilada joke last night, where you say, what kind of food do you measure with?
Enchilada.
Yeah, that was pretty
Let me tell
funny.
you a joke, guys. What do dolphins say when they don't want something? They say,
Hey, what up, Armando? Welcome. Thanks, man. Thanks. So you saw the Instagram post. That's cool. I was asking last night some of the people that were on where they came from, as far as like, did they see a post on Facebook? Was it on Instagram? And I was noticing some of the algorithm that there wasn't a lot of traffic coming through Instagram. So thank you for letting us know. Mike Green asks, when Inktober is over, you plan to keep up daily shows? Been loving it, and momentum is building. I plan on keeping it up as well as I can, and what I will do is there's 2 things that can happen. Number one, there's like a little bell thing that you can click on. I'm sure some of you have done that, but it'll just kind of give you an alert saying that the show is on. I'll also do my best to post. an hour or so before when things are on. But I will also do the courtesy of saying it's not on. But I'm gonna do my best. It just gets tough some days. Like some days when I'm doing the 16-hour days. Like last night when I was done, I worked another hour and a half, and then had to get up early this morning.
23.
23. That's my favorite number. You guys know why? The Kirby's. Let's see.
Kirby's still
Dimension,
right.
length. How? Oh yeah. XYZ, man. Let me hold on. I remember. Y is up and down. X is left and right, and Z is depth. Yeah, I know. That's awesome. I didn't realize that's what that was. That's pretty cool, man. That's really cool.
Why is Z for depth? Cause da.
Say what?
Da D.
Yeah. What up, King Crow? I have returned. New sub sent from Bob. Oh man, thank you for letting us know that as well. So we got another. This is a return visit. Just letting you know, my boy here turns 6 tomorrow, and he invaded one of our streams. When was that? That was last weekend, right? Where you guys came in to say hi and then you didn't leave. That was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they
little
were.
guys are stuck together.
Yeah. So some of you guys said he needed to come back. I said, you know what? For your last day of being 5, you can come back and stream with your dad, even though 15 minutes. He has 15 minutes. Lily Bell. Bell. Pretend. Come here. Okay, that's my daughter. She didn't want to be here.
I could connect the red and blue cord.
How?
Together.
How are you doing that? We used to cut gummy bears with scissors and make like stacked, like this is the Italian bear, and we would stack them up, and you know, this is the Jamaican bear, and we would put the red, yellow, and green. So yeah, we had our fun with the bears. I remember the very first time, very first time I ever had a gummy bear. My buddy that lived across the street, he was older. He's like a little older than my older brother, a guy named Mike Hildago. Mike and his family had gone to Europe, and they came back, and this was like 79, 80, so I was like about his age, and he said, he came over, he goes, yo man, I gotta show you something, and he showed me a gummy bear, one gummy bear, and he handed it to me, and I'm like squishing it. I never seen one before. I never seen gummy anything, and I'm like squishing it. It was a green one, squishing, going like this. He's like, you can have it, go ahead.
And you ate it?
And I put it in my mouth. I started to chew, but then I stopped, and I savored it, and then I chewed it some more, and I ate it, and I said, yo, you got any more where these came from? He said, yeah, they're $0.25 a piece. The guy was racketeering with gummy bears, and I remember I got like maybe 5 quarters, which you could buy a lot of candy with that in 1980. But I needed those gummy bears. I had a frenzy for gummy bears because I hadn't seen them before. Hadn't seen them for a while after. But then they became everywhere. And I remember the first big brand was the Black Forest.
And also that Haribo.
But Haribo, they win. I don't like the squishy bears as much as I like the sort of more firm bears. And I'll tell you what the difference is.
Right.
You want to know the difference?
What?
The oil they use. Haribo uses vegetable oil in their recipe, where someone like the cheap ones you get like at your gas station, or not like non-Black Forest and non-Haribo, they use mineral oil, which is weird because mineral oil is like something you use to like clean guns with and like lubricate metal parts with. So
I'll show them this.
show them. I want to see what that looks like. Yo, that is so cool. What is that?
A light?
What
Which
kind
has
of?
my favorite animal on it.
which is the penguin. Let's see what we have. Some questions. What up, Mark Anthony? Thanks for coming back. Welcome back. Today's word is going to be the word sling. I still haven't figured out what I'm going to do. I said there's, sling like slingshot. There's sling like David and Goliath sling. There's sling like the one that holds your arm. There's sling like the guy who was slinging things on the corner.
Sling punch?
Sling punch. What's a sling punch?
Like, if you made, like,
Tell them.
Like, the sling punch is the sound which coming after your arm when you're punching.
Interesting. Okay. Now, what else were you hoping to get for your birthday? Pokemon. So he wants a live penguin and Pokemon. Mom and I took care of you. I promise you there is no live penguin. You got to go see live penguins today, but that's the closest you get. Yeah.
Let me tell you.
Oh, dude, look at this. Matt Yackey was a gummy bear dealer in junior high. Dude, my older brother Rob. What up, Kevlar Blast Shield? Let's see. I'm gonna read a couple. My 6-year-old daughter made up a joke. It was knock knock. Okay, hold on, Harrison. There's a knock knock joke. I'm gonna read it to you. Okay. His 6-year-old came up with it. So she's your age. Knock knock. Knock knock.
Who's that?
Door.
Door who?
Daughter.
I don't get it.
Like daughter. That's cute. That was really cute. Hey, Mark says happy birthday. Mr. Danger is my middle name. Gummy sharks are awesome. I like gummy Coke bottles. Hey, Jason. Hey, there's a guy named Jason on here who asks if you like comic books and drawing. Well, do you?
Yeah.
What do you like?
You could draw penguins, and what I want, and there's something which I want to tell you, which I want for my birthday.
What?
A new drawing kit.
A new drawing kit? What about the one I just bought you? It's in your room.
Yeah, but
So,
that has like way too much stuff.
okay, then I'll get you like specific tools. So he likes comics, but he can't read yet. He's in kindergarten. He just started, and he's learning his sight words. He can read, the 3-letter words, some 4-letter words, the good ones. And I show him I show him a lot of this stuff on the rack. He has a love for Black Flag Zero. Tell them why. It's fine. Butts. There is a vignette in Black Flag Zero drawn by Pat Lee where Geisha goes to rescue her dad who gets killed by the Dojiyama clan ninjas. And there's a couple of poses where Pat decided to take a peek at her butt. And he just thought that was the best thing ever.
Now I think it is too.
Yeah.
I can.
And he draws. He likes to draw. My daughter likes to craft mostly. She draws a little, but he draws pretty well.
And they even have a drawing.
Oh, so Matt Yackey. I was gonna say my older brother. He made these things called cinnamon sticks, which had like cinnamon oil, and he would put regular toothpicks in them, and then he'd sell these cinnamon toothpicks, and kids could have them. And he did pretty good with them. I remember he made some good money. He wasn't buying comics. He was into comics for maybe 6 months. And then sold me his collection, which was cool because it mostly had like Web of Spider-Man and Spectacular. And so I inherited those by buying them. Let's see. 6 is great age for daughters growing up into themselves. My daughter's 14 and going to the homecoming dance. Oh, you're terrifying me. I'm terrified. Congrats, Big Papa. That's a big one. That's a big one.
Also, my dad didn't see Homecoming. Look, Dad.
Reads it. What? Oh, look at that. You're so clever, dude. making the base spin. I bet you if you put a drill bit down there, you made a homemade drill.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Guys,
cool.
you gotta see it.
Let me see if they can. Yeah, they can see it. He's holding the spinny part, and now the base is spinning.
But when I do that...
Careful, don't hit the foam bub, boy.
So when I hold on to this part spins. When I hold on to this
They can't see you. You're out of frame now.
Why?
Well, see that little black area right there? I can go wide. Go ahead and do it again.
Look, you see this part spinning when I'm not touching it. When I grab it and I go to this part spins.
It's pretty cool. Pretty cool.
That's a fun fact.
That is a fun fact.
If you have one of these toys, try it.
And you got that at the aquarium today, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
What was your favorite part about lunch?
I had dessert for lunch.
Well, how did they give you? Well, what did the people come out and say happy birthday to you?
Mm-hmm. They said my real name. They said happy birthday, Harrison Danger.
Like I said, the vibe of the place. I love the vibe because my wife said it best. She said, if I didn't know any better, I would think this was a strip club at one point. Because they had a full bar, a hookah lounge, really nice booths. They're playing really
Dad.
great music. Yeah.
What do they have a restaurant lot?
What? Food?
Boobies.
Oh my gosh. So,
Like
but the
booths.
the DJ, he had real smooth guy that, you know, hey, happy birthday to all you Libras out there, and a big happy birthday to our man Harrison Danger. They said that, which was kind of crazy. It was a lot of fun. It was a good time.
Did they actually say that on
Akuma.
TV?
Akuma. Like, I both dread and look forward to that day when my kids are of age where they can all get their own place.
It's like a little ride, and the people in the little dots in it spinning around.
See, that's wonderful. And your imagination's awesome. The fact that you're looking at this and visualizing other things means he's got it. And or like Picasso said, takes a lifetime to learn how to paint like a child and get into that childlike mindset.
Yellow disappear.
And I think at a certain point, we all got told by somebody to grow up, put those things away. You still read comic books, you still watch cartoons, those sort of things. And
Wait.
I'm glad I didn't quit. I didn't quit comics or cartoons. Video games I don't play as much as I used to. I certainly don't play as much as he does. But you know, we
I
come
found
from
a
different
penguin.
eras.
Look, eyes and then a little beak.
See, he's already seeing things. Oh, D. Yeah. See, Akuma, and I don't know how old you were, D, when you had your kid. My firstborn, I was 38, so almost 20 years after you, Akuma, had my first. So that's my daughter who's 8, and so I know a lot of people I grew up with back in California, friends that are the same age that, you know, are celebrating college graduations or their kids are out. There are even a couple that are grandparents already. So I feel really grateful for the fact that I was able to do what I did in my quote unquote youth. But I'll tell you, man, being, you know, closer to 50 and having an 8-month-old that doesn't like to sleep and, you know, operating on 4 to 6 hours of sleep, whew, it can do some things to you. So you guys did it right. D, you were 35. All right. There you go. There you go. So today we're going to draw the word sling. Does anybody in the Fragaboom room, that's what somebody said to call it and I liked it. Does anybody have like, hey, you know, there's web slinger, right?
And also there's one more thing.
Somebody had put that in there. Web slinger.
Fragaboom room and Fragapow room.
You're Fragapow. He's Fragapow. Fragapow. Web slinger's good. We did web slinger. We did for Spidey for swing, and I do like drawing Spider-Man.
What? Because I know why that. Because he's shooting out web and sling.
Yeah, that's his nickname, is the web slinger. A great uncle. Well, of course you're a great uncle. Yeah, see, Reed, you're 40 and just had your third. Yeah, I was 40 when he was born, and he's technically our third. I have a stepson who's turning 15 short, been in like a couple weeks as well. So he's technically the third, and then our Sammy Rose that was born earlier this year is the last one. And
I want to show them one of my talents.
I gotta handle the biz.
I want to show them one of my talents.
What's one of your talents? Don't do any. Oh, okay, do it. What was that? What was that? It sounds like Donald Duck sneezing. You're gonna choke on that, dude. You're funny.
I know I'm talented too.
You're talented too.
I could be your home clown.
Your home clown?
Yeah.
You don't want to be a clown.
Oh, I'm so funny.
You are funny. You
What?
say some things that just
Let me tell him one of my
Make me-
favorite things.
Okay, tell me.
Hey, chili sandwich!
I told them about chili sandwich. Or when you said, hey, there's a bowling place out here called Main Event, sort of like a Chuck E. Cheese or a Dave and Buster's. They got bowling and an arcade and stuff.
I was like,
And he said to me, Dad, hey, you know what's the Main Event? And I said, yeah, it's the bowling place right there. And he said,
no.
what did you say?
The main event right now is I'm wearing no underwear.
He said, the main event is I'm not wearing underwear. He's just a weird dude. He's a funny dude. Your nephew has a kid. Oh, shit. Yeah.
Now
Okay,
you
so
have
that's what you mean. That's crazy, man. That it's funny. I didn't get it at first.
I'm telling
You can tell I'm tired. What's up?
Guys, next year, so if you have a sleepover with your friends, make sure you have a free bunk bed.
Why?
Because I have a 2-bunk bed, and sometimes I sleep under my bed.
His bed is the coolest bed I've ever seen. When we moved here, part of one of the great benefits of moving here is that the dollar goes farther, so the kids each have their own rooms now, which is awesome. So they had like a bunk bed in their old room, and it wasn't the really nice bunk beds where you can split them and you have 2 singles. It was like one of those frame ones that just it sucked. So we bought him a new bed, and it looks, I don't know, it's like a pirate ship, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's got stairs that you walk up the left side.
And also and there's like a little door thing which you could like flap it open.
Yeah.
And I made like somewhere to sleep.
Yeah.
But Dad,
What?
you might see a mess on the ground.
I saw a mess when I went to give you a kiss last night. There was a big mess.
No, there might be a bigger one because when Mom was looking for my shoe, she looked under.
When she took it all out?
Mhm.
Okay.
So
So underneath the bed, it's an elevated bed, and there's some drawers, but underneath is a section that looks like a pirate treasure, but it's a curtain. What are you doing? You're sniffing my armpit? Weirdo. But it's cool. It's a cool bed. It's a cool bed.
I like the smell what you put in your armpit.
All right, let's. We're gonna jump in and draw something with sling. What are you doing, bud?
Checking what this is doing.
Well, that's our recording. That's our recording box. See, we can add the logo. See this logo here? If I touch this, it puts the logo, and they see the logo.
I want to do this.
Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. We don't want that. That's the intro and outro to the show. So
I wish you could put the sound in it so I could listen to a song.
we're listening. All these songs are songs Daddy made.
I want listening to one. Give me some that Fragaboom. I want that one.
It'll come on. It'll come on. All right, let's give it 1 minute. If you guys have any ideas, like I'm at your service right now. So if we got some sling action, slingshot. There's slingshot. There's
Sling.
let's see, sling keys, but that's not necessarily sling. That's slink, right?
This is slinging.
I don't even know what you're talking about, dude.
This is slinging.
Oh, it's slinging. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and then there's sling, like the TV service sling. Careful, don't knock my beer down. No.
Oh.
Don't you steal my beer. No. Keep it right here.
Okay.
This guy is a thief. You can't.
Do you have any beer in your pockets?
I don't have any beer in my pockets. I'm checking the chat window to see if there's any ideas. I'm gonna watch out. I gotta turn the iPad on. We're gonna get the iPad going and fired up.
Just wait 1 second while he's doing that, and watch me dancing.
Here, I have to change. There you go. There's your dance. What dance is that, dude? What is that?
Take my freaking out!
They call it what?
Take my freaking out!
I don't know what you were saying.
Take my freaking out!
Oh, take the frickin' L. I see. Sling.
Slinky. Slinky. Slinky.
There's no G. It's not sling key. It's slink E. So we're gonna get this one up and running. There we go. I'm gonna get. What are you doing, bud? All right.
Wait 1 second.
He's trying to cover that.
This VR headset.
Sponsored by this VR headset, he says.
Plus the play
Make sure it works.
button.
Okay, we're jumping in. He-Man, Reed. He-Man's going great. I'm working on issue 3 right now. Doing
and guys, you might think he's famous because He-Man is kind of famous.
You're such a weird kid, dude. Futuristic David and Goliath. Where did that happen? That's a good one. That's a good one. Oh, where was that?
A snake.
That's, you know what? I think that's what we're gonna do. I like that.
What is it?
David and Goliath, man. That's gonna be cool. We gotta add this in. Boom.
I don't know what David and Goliath is.
David and Goliath is a story from the Bible. Okay, you gotta hop down from there, bud. So right now, you know what they're gonna see?
What?
Is what the iPad sees. See, like that.
But there's no camera pointing.
Yeah, I can A/B it, bud. That if I hit A, like that, and I make this one A, boom, and we'll make this one B, and it puts us up in the corner over there. Okay.
Oh.
All right, but I need my elbow. So I need you to hop down like right here.
On the other side?
No, don't sit on the other side. You could sit like you're sitting right now. Because I need to be able to do this. Otherwise you're squishing me up and it makes it hard for me to work. All right. I'm seeing something. I'm seeing something. You'll see it as I see it here. So
Are you
here's.
still making a face? That looks like a head with a big fat mustache.
I know it does, huh? So this is what I'm seeing right here, guys. Boom.
So you're drawing, you gotta trace that up.
Yeah. So I'm gonna take this.
That looks kind of messed up.
It does, doesn't it?
And then, and when you're done, you're gonna trace over it and make
True.
it look better.
That's exactly right.
That. Oh.
Oh, who is that? Is that Mama?
Yeah. Peace, guys. I'm not gonna stay for long.
Hold on. All right. Hey, before go get ready, bud.
Yeah.
And then when you are, come down and give me a hug and kiss, okay, bud?
Yeah.
All right. Love you, bud. There we go. Yeah, he's gonna make Goliath a huge robot. Okay, we'll do that. I'll just end up messing with the shapes of this thing. So you guys are seeing me draw this real speed, which is a little different than when you're watching Couchdoodles on Instagram. And this, I'm blocking this stuff out fast so you can get an idea quicker. So this is essentially what I'm seeing in my head. Is this, and then I gotta make this sling look badass. Goliath, yeah. With the A in the Liath is a 4. Let's just keep it super robotic. Now here's something that I'm gonna do with you guys, and this is when I say sometimes I'll use ref. So here's a cool sort of breakdown of this gorilla, right? But then what I'll do sometimes when I'm thinking about tech or whatever is I'll go, and like I've said before, we can go on Pinterest, and we go on Pinterest first, type in tech robot future, like that, boom, and get a bunch of like cool stuff, and like I'm looking for a feeling. Like I like this, that's really cool. So then when we pull other stuff up, we see other versions of it. Like this one I really like. That's badass. I just like the way that feels.
See me well you can, 'cause I only have 2 minutes.
Okay, listen, I pulled you out, man, so it's just seeing you. So you could say goodbye to them. They all were saying very kind things to you.
What they were saying?
They were saying you're a cool dude and happy birthday. So you can tell them thank you. And Mr. Milton's in there too. You thank him for that Joker.
Thanks.
That's how you say it, thanks.
Thank you! Let me redo that. Thank you.
There we dude.
I'm trying to sound like a man.
You want, tell me how sound like a man.
Huh. Huh.
Make the deepest voice you could make.
Huh.
Hey. What's that from?
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man?
Her.
That's pretty good, dude. Alright, I love you. You have good sleep.
I have 2 minutes.
Oh. He has 2 minutes. Okay, so what I was saying to you guys.
What's your butt?
I know that is a butt. That's a butt, a robot butt. This is the thing I like about Pinterest. So I see this, I see a vibe. So then what I'll do is on the iPad Pro, you can do a split screen. And I see some of these details that I like. And you could see some of mine are already kind of similar and in that vein. But then I can go, hey, you know, I like that neck thing.
Hey!
And here, hold on, I gotta A/B it, buddy. I gotta A/B it so they can see you, okay? Okay, you can say hi to them there. So I'll see these cool details, or at least accenting, you know, like if you see, I already put a center thing on my robot, but I like the way these connectors connect, so I'll see that and be inspired by it, aka rip it off. But it's just sort of an implementation. So this is one of my little secrets. Hey, Lilybell, come here. Come here, baby.
Dad.
Oh. Okay, Harrison, go. You talk to them for a minute, okay? I gotta go give my daughter a kiss goodnight. So Harrison is gonna talk to you guys. So talk to the camera.
Can I?
No, don't touch the iPad.
Guys, welcome to Fragaboom, and also known as Fragaboom. Sponsoring that, hero, spotlight, hero, gummy snakes. It's commercial time. It's ready for commercial. Hero, gummy snakes. We're so fun. It's so good. We're fun as one. For little piggies, they taste so good. We're fun as one.
Didn't you brush your teeth?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I was making a commercial.
You're making a commercial?
I was like,
Hey,
I
you're gonna put that back, you're gonna eat it.
I was like, we're so fine. We're fun, right? We're so good.
Don't get busted. Don't get busted, dude. Alright, set it right here. Give me a kiss, you gotta go. You can have that bite. I love you, dude. Say goodbye to your homies.
Bye.
Alright, there goes Harrison Danger.
Wait a second.
What?
Let's bring hair milk on the snakes.
Okay. Alright. He's a... shoot. Alright. So here we go. D, you are correct. So anyhow, I look at some of these details, and I already have these sort of shapes, but you could see as you move along here, this is what's another cool thing about Pinterest. See, as I move to this detail with this ribbing on here, notice how the stuff down below, the visual reference changes. It's very, very cool. So I go to this circular thing, and now there's all these circular things. I go to this thing, let's see what we get out of that. See? So what it does is it takes colors, shapes, compositions, themes, tags, and puts them all together. So sort of a designer's dream in a way, you know? Look at that. Cool little dial that looks like something you'd find on a vintage 50s or 60s when plastic was the big thing on appliances and things. But notice how, again, dynamically this stuff changes, right? Because we're looking at an isolated version of this, but if I pull this back, look, it's going to be all torsos again. So anyway, that is like a little secret sauce thing for you guys to see, where you can get little ideas from. So I like the thing on the rib cage here, but I'm gonna put it on Goliath's his hand area, right? And then I can go back here, say let's go for robotic hand, right? Robotic hand. Boom. These are pretty pedestrian. I like this. So then I take a look at the other things that are in there. Really like this. Not just for the hand part, but like some of the shapes and servos that happen. So now I can add those to mine like this. And then I'll make that go away because I have all the things collected in my head now as far as what I'm gonna do. And that's right, I gotta make David kind of small and less bulky because David was supposed to be smaller, right? Okay, so now we have that new layer. Go to my pencil called Beast. It's the one that's most like a pencil when I'm comic booking. We'll go and draw David first. So let's say he's an astronaut, so I'm going to kind of give him those astronaut style accents. So here's this boot. One of the things we can do to make action look like it's happening is kick up some dust. This, boom. And this is the his left foot coming back, so we always throw the arch on the inside of the foot. That's the way you can tell what foot you're drawing, or at least where the arch is supposed to go, is that the arch always goes on the inside of the foot. See this gray tone technique that I've been messing around with is real helpful because I've said this before, but for the new people, one of the things that when I'm doing things without layouts is I'm trying to hold a lot of information in my mind at the same time, and this really once I capture that thing, this helps me not have to hold so much in my head. But I still like to do the other method, as you can see, like when we do it analog. This is just one of those things, especially when I'm doing He-Man, where getting it done quickly is a major part of the job. It's not only just getting it done, but it's getting it done on time. So one of the great things about a belt and putting like these sort of cylindrical shapes on this is you kind of get the trajectory of what's going on with the shape that it's wrapping around. Sorry, I'm getting quiet. So as I'm drawing David here, I'm trying to think also about the concept of David and Goliath and what would his stones be, right? So here he's about to throw it, right? And maybe, and in David and Goliath, I think he just has the one. So I'm trying to think, what would a futuristic David stone be? Moon rock, laser beam. These are all parts of being creative, and it's a lot of where the fun lives, right? When you use your imagination and is coming up with those things. When I worked at Mattel, we did that a lot. These ideation sessions where we would come up with like we'd see a toy or have to do a story about a toy. We would say, what are the things that are inherently this, and we'd like really explore ideas. Grenades, that's interesting. Put his hand. This is the one that would be holding the sling. Just coming back like that. Make it like a C4 style grenade, or whatever a space grenade would look like. Would it be round? Would it be square? Nah, it's looking like a book and a walkie-talkie. I'm not doing that. Trying to think of what a space grenade would look like. Let's see. Maybe sort of like a disc. Like a discus from the old Greek gangs. Did he really read? I did not know that. What up, J Potts? Thermal detonator. Oh, snap. Let me look it up. I know it's round. And I used to be able to talk like the Princess Leia character, but now I try to do it and it messes up my voice. Jedi thermal detonator. Oh yeah, man, that's quite simple. Why didn't I just do it? It's a Pokeball. it's the son and or daughter of a Death Star and a Pokeball. Let's do that. That's fun. Flash bang. See, I knew Flash Bang would come up. Good old Hal Fishman. There we go. Remember the pinky elbow trick. The elbow would be here. And if we know where the elbow is, then we know where the other muscles go. And that's how you can really get the direction of where the arm should go. Because if the elbow would go up into the tricep area here and twist that shoulder out. So that's how we get that that information correct. And I believe I've called that edge pieces before, where it's like one thing will inform the other thing. So then it kind of, each thing kind of does the work for the other thing. So if I know that this hand here, let's create a new layer because we like to do that here on the Couchdoodle show every now and then. If I know that this knuckle is tucked under and this one comes up, this one's going to curve in, this is going to curve in there, which means that this bone that goes with the pinky is going to come back here, okay? And we know that there's the tricep comes back like this, but we also know that this happens, and we can get the twist of the arm correct that way because this informs this, informs this, informs this, informs this. So suddenly now the arm kind of starts drawing itself. As far as if you know that those things happen. All right, Reed, that's a good one, man. You know your David and Goliath much better than I remember mine. I remember that Goliath was big and kind of imposing and sort of a bully of sorts. I did not remember the brothers part. I did not remember the sword part, but we don't need to make it a sword per se. Can make it a cool weapon like this. Speaking of cool weapons, I think I told you guys about this exercise equipment that my buddy Aaron told me about, and I hadn't heard of it before. What up, Lady Celtic Moon? Very, very happy to have you. Thank you very much. So my buddy told me about this thing called a 10-pound mace, and it's basically like a metal rod with a 10-pound ball on the end of it, and you can do full body workouts with it. Like every part of your body you can work out because there are exercises that utilize the nature of the device. It's like a lever. It's also a weight. You can pivot with it. You can do squats with it. You could literally do a full body workout with it. Pretty neat. There we go. Oh, he used Goliath's sword. Dang. Dang. Then a cool, let's give him like a cool finned helmet, like the guy you see here in the, oops, not that bit. Sorry about that. Not that. That's my spaceman. That's like the dude that, I wanted to call him Jumpman, but there's a Nike guy called, or Air Jordan thing or something called Jumpman, and then there's a Drake song involving Jumpman, and I was like, oh shit, I can't call this Jumpman. I wanted to call him Jumpman because he jumps. He's a space jumper, and that's like part of his deal as far as calling him Jumpman. This arm is going to come up. Just gauging where to hit him. Let me do this. because I gotta. See, and because I didn't draw that 2 all the way through, you get the idea that it kind of wraps a bit around that shoulder pad, which gives the illusion that that shoulder pad is round. And we did that without rendering, which is a bonus. You can go that simple, you know. So here's our David. He's looking pretty cool. Let's get some more of that dirt in there. We're gonna create separate planes here, like he's on a small mound a bit in front of Goliath here. Create some texture on that ground. Give some separation between the figure and the ground plane. Imagine a futuristic David might have come a little more equipped. That's true. Yeah, Kevlar, this is based on your idea, bro. That's where it came from, man. I said, what a great idea, because I was gonna draw somebody slinging drugs on the corner, and you know that wouldn't have been good. So this is good. This is a much better idea. Futuristic David and Goliath. But yeah, you would think because he's futuristic, he would come a little more equipped than with a space axe and a thermal detonator. Yeah. Take that one out. Alright, so you guys saw my process when I sometimes I'll dig up some Pinterest to get some of those ideas going. So what I'm going to do here, because I like subtle storytelling, right? Like one of the things, I'll show you one of my most subtle pieces of storytelling, okay? We're going to take a little tiny break, and if I put that went right, oh, because the Google went to Pinterest. If I type in Couchdoodles, Alfred. Let's see if it pops up. It does not. Let me type in, it'll be a tough one to find. If we can't find it, we can't find it, and that'll be a bummer, and I feel like I've somehow wasted your time. Maybe you guys have seen it before. That's weird, because none of the stuff that was in that preview window showed up here. Like, up here, that's all my drawings. And as soon as we click on the images, there are none of my drawings. It's as if the internet was not wanting me to do it. That's okay. Yeah, I saw Rob Liefeld. That was worth it. Okay, so anyway, the Alfred sketch. He's sitting on the toilet. This is Batman's Alfred. My buddy has a Batman sketchbook, and his Batman sketchbook is filled with great stuff. He's got like 5 Jokers, 3 Penguins, some Poison Ivy, some Riddlers, some Ra's al Ghul, some Robins, some Batmans. And I said to him, where's Alfred? He's like, what's somebody gonna draw? Like him holding sandwiches, or him, holding his cape and stuff. I said, yo, man, Alfred does a whole lot more than make Batman sandwiches. And I said, can I draw Alfred? And he said, yes. So I drew Alfred. I drew Alfred. Let me see. Maybe I could go on Facebook. Let's go here. Because if I search the Couchdoodles, right here, there it is. And then I wonder how you can search within the group, right? So maybe like that. No. Maybe if I type Couchdoodles Alfred, like that, I think that'll do the trick. No, a bunch of other stuff. Oh, there it is. Ta-da! Here we are. There we go. Found it. So this is my answer to my friend's Alfred thing, right? So is that, Matt, is that the link you put? Is that Alfred, the one you colored up? Okay, so this is why I'm bringing Alfred up right now in this particular drawing, as far as how we're talking about David and Goliath. The reason why is, here's Alfred, he's pooping. Okay? He's pooping. He's reading a comic book. We also know that he was going to do Batman's laundry, because see, Batman's cowl and stuff is in the laundry bin. This page is from an issue of Superman that I drew. We know that Alfred's been there for a long time, because there's one cigarette that's been ashed in the ashtray, and he's got another one. Okay? The other thing is I'm an avid believer that toilet paper should be rolled over towards you, not away from you. But Alfred is a rebel, and when in his own bathroom, he doesn't play by the rules. So there's that. There's also good housekeeping. There's also poo be gone spray. And I sign my name in toothpaste. But the part that I'm most proud about is the 2 cigarette thing, because it implies something, and what that implies. And look at his sweet. I forgot about the sock suspenders that are not doing their job. They are so not doing their job. But the 2 cigarettes imply that he's been there for some time. We're saying that Alfred has been pooping there for a minute. So anyhow, in that line of thought, I like adding little details, like if this is Goliath here, and I see his hand, and I clump up some dirt and put a little bit of a trail, like it's been scooped up a little, like he's grabbing a handful of about to grab a handful of dirt or something, because he's a dirty fighter, you know. It's like those sort of little details to me are storytelling details. And that, my friends, is like some of my favorite stuff, is when you're able to find little nuanced moments that they're not necessarily making themselves hemorrhoids. They're not making themselves super obvious, you know. But they're in there. They're in there, and they say a little bit, or they kind of make you, may not necessarily be in your face, where you notice it and go, hey, he smoked 2 cigarettes, therefore he might, but you will feel that he's been there for a long time. That's the fun of it. So this is going back to some of the details we saw on Pinterest. I'm just dipping now into my memory files, and you saw I put little landmarks here to remind me of what I saw. and I use it to assist in drawing this robot. So right now I'm just drawing the hand, little I imagine little servos and whatnot in there, doing their job, scooping up that dirt. I'm only going to give him 3 because robots are built on efficiencies. So he's going to have 3 fingers and a thumb. See, here's that dirt right there that he's kind of scooped up a little bit. Oh, I also wanted to put some like rivet details on him. Yeah, that works for me. There we go. Alright, and then remember those little things we saw on the rib cage of that torso? We go and again, these are all from memory. And that's the thing I was talking about that one time with McFarlane, him drawing his Spider-Man and drawing what he remembered Ditko drawing Spider-Man like. Like for me, even though we sketched these really quickly while we were referencing them, I didn't go and I didn't put the details in. Right now I'm just going for that feeling. And I remember they were kind of beveled and they had like a shiny graphite feeling to them. So that's what I'm trying to remember as I put those details in, is the feeling of it, right? And then here I'm gonna remember that that sort of 50s dial thing, and I remember it did this, sort of swooped out a little like that, and then it had like little teeth, that, and then came down and in, and we can then take that detail from that chest one. Instead of putting that number 1 in there, I remember the detail of that chest thing. So I'm just borrowing those sort of concepts and hopefully making them feel a little more like my own. Like do some layering here, put some cables up and under, running down. Could you lasso the hero and push him down to create space between the two? Yeah, I can create more space. I was doing more of a perspective shift. Let me do that last swing at the end, because I do see some things in my head that might give the distance, which will include some atmospheric stuff. So that's not a bad idea. Awesome, thank you, Mr. Comic Vantage. Good to see you. Yeah, I can do what you're talking about. Like if I took this and said, yeah, let's do this, like more distance, I can do that. But let me do that at the end, because like I said, I have some ideas as far as like some atmospheric perspective and things like that. But yeah, we'll give it a try. I think that's not a bad piece of feedback. There we go. I'm getting quiet again. That means I'm thinking. There we go. I think I need to have a sip of my beverage. And thank you guys for wishing Harrison a happy birthday. He was really excited to be able to come on the stream. He's a little ham, as you can see, but you guys were very kind, and it was a warm welcome for him. So thank you for that. Maybe put some scuffs and space damage on this guy here. There we go. I like Procreate a lot. I still do a lot of my storyboarding on Photoshop, but I'm moving more towards doing more stuff with Procreate. Yeah, Jason Harrison is a good kid. He's the good boy. He does his best to stay out of trouble. He's funny. He does have a bit of a if you piss him off, he gets really pissed. But that said, he doesn't piss off easy. I think he maybe he gets that from me, which you know, they say long fuse, big bomb. Remember when we were zooming in on the that rib cage thing? I really liked the that sort of contoured bit here, and I already have the shape of that form in there in gray, which is good. That's a good question, D. Because that, like I said, my whole mission here is to inspire creativity, and hopefully demystify some stuff for people. But if you guys are also here just as fans of the art, that's cool too. Hopefully I don't disappoint. All right, so then we separate this arm in a robotic way. Yeah, if you guys have Facebook pages, Instagrams, Twitters, any of that stuff that you'd like people to take a look at your stuff, please do that. Tell people what to search for. I'm sorry that only the admins can post links at this point. I think there's maybe it's to avoid spammage or porn, maybe. I don't know what it is that YouTube, why they have that, but they do. So here's his arm. We see his arm. I'm going to do something kind of fun with his face that I see. Go. I always like that sort of I don't know what you call that. It reminded me like of a crab or a pill bug that you saw on Predator. Someone to give him like a robotic version of that. Getting quiet again, my apologies. Sometimes when I get in draw mode, you've heard me say it before. Dun, 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 dun. I wrote a new song today too. Well, not a song, just the track for the song. That's right. We said futuristic, so he doesn't necessarily have to be completely robotic. I can put some Sarlacc pit sort of stuff in there. Mix up some like spider type eyes, like that. Like that. That's the noise he would make. What up, Compop? Thanks for joining us. This is the spot to do it in. You know, you're gonna hear some stories. What up, Rooster Puncher? You're gonna see some drawing happening. It reminds me of a story that I heard, and it's a joke my buddy Randy, the one I'm going to, gonna go see his show, the one up in New Hampshire, but it was a joke that said, I'll tell you guys the joke real quick. You could do it with any person, or in this particular case, they call them Mainers, people from Maine. I don't know. I haven't been to Maine, but let's say you're in California and you can say Northern Californians, or you're an Oregonian and you could say people from Washington. But I'll do the joke like this. So the way I was told was based on Maine. So he said the Mainer comes up to a guy from Boston and says, "Hey man, you want to go to a party?" And the guy says, "Go to a party? What's going to happen at this party?" He said, "Well, there's going to be some drinking, and then there's going to be some dancing, then there's going to be a fight, and then there's going to be some sex." And he's like, "Yo, man, that party sounds awesome. Who's going to be there?" He says, "Just you and me." So that's that joke. I don't even know why I came up with that thing. Oh, it's because Randy told me that joke. It was one of my favorite jokes I ever heard, because Randy told me that joke. Anyhow, I don't even know how I got on that tangent, but it makes me laugh. Mr. Green, thank you. That's very kind, dude. Thank you very much. It's coming together. What up, Chauncey? It's good to see you, dude. If you guys have some questions, feel free to ask. I'm feeling pretty decent on the ability to talk and draw. Like I said, some days are better than others. Today I did a little bit of drawing when I woke up, and we went to the aquarium, and then I got home and I was going to do some more drawing, but I got real itchy regarding wanting to make some music, especially since my editing computer is working again. And speaking of editing, got a little bit of editing done. Got those raw interviews exported off the phone completely. Everything's down and in. So those will be good, and Kevlar won't have to be mad and you know, tell me how it be, which again I appreciate. Alright, so we're going to do that little connection thing that we saw, but we're going to make it a ring. Pull that little detail out. Add that ring in. Thanks, man. Thank you. Putting a little bit of a neck thing underneath here. A little shadow to pop that head out. Create little bits and pieces there. Let's remember the Instagram thing again. My hand is better at drawing, and watch this, whoop, ellipse, because that's what Procreate does sometimes. Do that, and bam, look at that. Isn't that cool? It's one of the fun parts of Procreate. Kevlar, you're funny, man. Okay, we'll do that. That's not a bad idea. edit shape. I want to move it a little bit. There. Okay, so what I'll do then, we'll take Kevlar's advice. I gotta do it creatively though, so give me a minute. Slow rhymes all day, all night. It's the weekend, let's fight. No fights, only frights. October. Fighting like moon landing rover. Oh, I got heat, patties, stover. I got that from Lil Wayne. Don't bend me over and over. Yeah, I be flipping. What kind of wine, dog? Yeah, you be sipping. It's a Beaujolais, cause I'm so amazing. Do this shit all day. See, I did it for no reason. Look at you, Chauncey, coming with the rockets. Okay, can you break down copyright laws? How is best to do in regards to releasing an original comic book storyline online? Well, I think it's exactly what I did, right? It's exactly what I did with The Grave. I put The Grave out online. I think you're kind of safe in if you post it and it's on your thing first, and there's time stamping, there's servers and things like that. Unless you're talking about doing something like what I'm about to say. John Byrne did essentially a fan comic, right? Of the X-Men. John Byrne did this recently, and it's an X-Men story that was non-sanctioned by Marvel, but Marvel/Disney did not shut him down. So what does that say to me? What that says to me is, like, if I really had a hankering to do a Spider-Man story, then I should just draw one and put it online, right? But if you're asking about original, like your own stuff, I think, and I don't know, so don't take my word as dogma. But I think, like I was saying, is if you, what do you call it? If you put it on and you post on your site, there are time stampings and servers that it went on, and you're essentially the first. So you have proof through the fact that it's digital and it's on there. So I'm gonna put some more of these on this side, because I'm gonna take Kevlar's advice and put a bunch of that in silhouette. But what would be kind of cool is if I had these like little round light things distributed here and there on Goliath here, that when I put this other stuff in silhouette, that those lights can kind of pop and give the illusion of shape. Armando says, I draw and I was trying to learn more. I took 13 years away from art and had a hand. Oh, damn. I'm just getting back into it. Well, that's good to hear you're getting back into it, man. I'm sorry to hear about your hand injury. That is a nightmare for sure. It's not something any of us would want. 13 years is also a especially long time. That's pretty nuts. Glad you're back and doing, man. Go. Add some more of those wires. I like that. put some more of those. If I do this, we know that that arm is doing something back there. Watch Cardi Flicks drinking a Snapple and not bigging it out. Well, I'm glad you're here checking it out, dude. Thank you, Armando, for coming through. Getting all quiet even though I'm just sitting here filling in the black. I want to hear what people's favorite comic of all time is. I don't mean title, I mean like certain issues. Like I can say for me, like art wise, it's a toss up between Avengers Annual 10 and maybe Doctor Strange 55. Story wise, that's a tough one. So many good ones. Probably Dark Knight. Dark Knight would be like the, as far as like the all-encompassing. Do this. Go filling this in. It must be weird for you guys to not see the pencil, because I see the pencil going. So for you guys,